Hi, today we're going to be talking about deep change, shedding old skins. I'm hearing many women speak of deep change at the moment, identity shifting, long held beliefs that no longer fit you. And this feels quite widespread. And if it speaks to you, it's not just you. I have absolutely gone through this process myself, most definitely in the last 12 months. So I really want to speak into this moment that many of us are traveling through, have experienced, and may still be in it. Hey, I'm Delith, and I hold spaces for women to slow down, listen more deeply, and come back into connection with themselves. I do that with nature, in circle, and in deep presence. This is also a part of my one-to-one programs where women who are moving through periods of change begin to make sense of what's really ending for them and what is quietly beginning. And this is a real big part of that becoming process when we leave an old life to enter a new life. So let's explore that together now. So, how does this feel? It can really feel like an old version of you, so an old self, an old part of your personality, or many parts, is falling away. So, what used to work for you in the past, maybe ways of thinking, ways of acting, friendships, hobbies, work, your business, relationships, they're not actually working for you anymore. And in fact, some of them may have already fallen away. That's because they are not in alignment with you anymore. That all of that external lived experience is connected to an old version of you. None of this means that you are right or wrong. It just is. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that old version of you. In fact, she's got you to where you are right now. A big part of this is it can feel really destabilizing. So you don't know what's maybe coming next quite yet. You may have a desire, and a desire within you will create change anyway, but nothing may be fully formed yet, or parts of it are not fully formed. What I mean by that is maybe the friendships haven't arrived, the new relationships not arrived, or the money or even the health has not yet arrived. But yet the old version of you is not there anymore. So it can feel really discombobulating because it can feel like you're in the void. And that really in the void can be described as being in between identities. I'm neither here, I'm neither there, but something is forming. I'm becoming another version of me. And so while you're in that, you need to be able to hold yourself in this liminal space. You might find yourself searching for answers, but not actually having them or getting to them. And that searching sensation can lead you to question everything, doubt your past, doubt yourself. It can create a very temporary lack of self-trust because you were trusting in what you were doing then. It's brought you to here where nothing is maybe making sense yet. And so you start to really doubt and question yourself. That can be really destabilizing as well. But you're going to be okay. So this shedding of skins experience that many of us have gone through is unsettling and can be very destabilizing, even when you know it's right. So crucially, you can hold this lightly, that Nothing has actually gone wrong, but it's something completing. You are going through a process and it's not completed yet. This phase really is about you letting go and releasing past conditioning. It's about you evolving your belief system and the way that you feel about yourself and maybe your perception of the world. This phase is a deeply reflective time. And as your awareness has grown, you have evolved through a process. So the identity, who you thought you were, who you believed yourself to be, and what's associated with that has changed, evolved, or ended. And there can be a grieving process with that. It can also bring up regrets or heaviness around the lifestyle or what happened when you were that person. That's natural and normal. And so allowing any grieving or any heavy emotions to come up and out of your body. You're literally releasing the past, and that may have an emotional quality to it. And it's allowing that, not pushing it down, because that allowing is actually, just think of it energetically, it's releasing those parts of you to then have space within you for a new version of you, a new self-expression of you to emerge, be felt. And we're not really taught how to be with this. We're not taught how to be with this process at all. We are very much encouraged to be busy and to distract ourselves and to feel uncomfortable with discomfort. So the shedding process is very uncomfortable at times. It's joyful as well in those expansive phases where we're expanding into our new beliefs, our new ways that we're expressing ourselves in the world, because we've let go of conditioning and program that kept us within an old identity. But we're not taught how to be with pausing and giving ourselves permission to just be after an expansive phase. And it's really important to allow ourselves that space for this new information to land into the body, to be embodied, to complete, for a completion to occur, rather than rushing on to the next thing or questioning and getting stuck in looping patterns of thought, which can actually reconnect us back to that old self, that old identity, and that old life. And we keep getting stuck there. We're still energetically connected to a part of ourselves that we've outgrown. So it's important to just know that when things end, we don't need to immediately replace that with something else. We can actually be in this space of uncertainty and not knowing what's coming next. And that's a practice. And it's a real opportunity to develop deep faith, self-trust. Now, I know this space very well. It's a space that I've been in many times over the last 10 years. But I have also found that in the last 12 months, I have really let go of an old identity. And this really came about through an ending, a very chaotic situation where I had been avoiding a part of my life. And the reason I'd been avoiding that was because I felt scared to address it, and incapable to do something about it. Now, that was unconscious programming that has really come to light in the past 6 months. Okay. And that has been a shedding of an old self. And it only took place when I hit the floor, because oftentimes we will only shed a skin when we encounter a really painful event. I mean, that's when a lot of people won't change until something really painful or difficult is occurring, because, of course, our subconscious wants to keep us safe. So we keep ourselves safe by remaining in familiar surroundings. And what I mean by that is familiar thought patterns, belief systems. And we will stay there even when it hurts. And oftentimes, then a sort of crisis will happen to really jolt us out of this state that we've been hypnotized in, really, maybe for decades. So I have found myself shedding these skins in this last 10 months. And it's been very uncomfortable, but I do have the capacity, my nervous system does have the capacity to stay in discomfort and feel the feelings and release the emotions and to be graceful sometimes, not all the time, and to really hear the thoughts and the beliefs that are coming up. Sometimes I found that really difficult, but learning to stay with what's unfinished and letting my body and my nervous system catch up. Now, part of that process has been simplification, simplifying my life and simplifying my own practices to really support my nervous system. I do that with heart math, and to really tune into the body mind, to really hear the stories that are coming up so I can resolve them. Some of that has involved inner child work, and a lot of it has really involved heart math and working very simply with becoming present so I can start to create a new story for this new version of me. And that's maybe what you're doing as well, or maybe you're in that phase right now. Something I've really noticed and something that really matters is these transitions are difficult when you're on your own. You know, being seen and heard through these changes is really important. And being seen and heard with people that you can trust, who won't make a drama out of things, but can really see you, is so important. And it's not about being fixed; it's about being heard and witnessed. And if you want some guidance, obviously you can ask for that. And so, because of this time that we're in, I've created a women's circle that is happening this Sunday. Any woman is so welcome to join if this resonates with her. You're welcome to share in comments, what have you shed this year? What has come up to be released? I'd love to hear from you. The details for the circle are below as well. If you're curious about where you are in your own process right now, I've created a short, gentle quiz that you can take that will give you some support that's more personalised to you at this time. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.